day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Not drunk. I just fell off that stone because it moved. We're discussing fake news. Fake news. The North Star, the Ross-shire Journal. Council could be about to create a ghetto and village. Well, they are. They bring out 300 alien visitors to put them in our Christian Scottish House. Staff shortages at Regmore. Now, is that news? No. It happens every day. Killer algae. These algae are getting everywhere. There's my man over there, that's security. Pervert told you need a new lawyer, but it's hard to get a lawyer that's not a pervert. This is the kind of nonsense they put in the North Star and the same stories in the Ross-shire Journal. MP Hills Cat. You know, every week it's the same stories. And they put a few pictures of kids in to sell it to the papers. They get extra copies. Huge wind farm. You know, Tane must change to the... I lived in Tane when I first come up here for 2 or 3 months. And it's not going to change. It's been the same for the 500 years, 1,000 years. Princess Anne, she must get bored coming to Ross-shire. I mean, it's all nonsense. There's not a thing about the potholes. There's not a thing about the MSP Marie Todd, who trained for 20 years as a pharmacist and brought up 2 children, and now she's the children's minister. She trained as a pharmacist, she knows about pharmacy, and she brought up 2 children. My sister brought up 2 children, and she worked in Great Ormond Street for 40 years. My sister knows more about children than Marie Todd does in her little finger. My sister's little finger. Tourists need help on driving and litter. No, they don't. Cape Ford wants to bomb, to issue advice. Cape Forbes was brought up in India. It claims to speak Gaelic, and she speaks more Hindustani than Gaelic. Gaelic, a dead language, a dead, useless language. They teach kids in school it. Kids don't want to know it, they want to know Mandarin, and they want to know Arabic for doing the torture and all that. Look, nice pictures in this. I mean, where was it with Marie Todd? So she's a children's minister. Now, there's a big article online. If you go to her website, she's saying one of her political heroes is Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela was one of the biggest terrorists in the world. Well, certainly in South Africa, he blew up, he helped blow up all these things. And he gets put in jail for many years. He shouldn't have got put in jail. The geezer should have been hung, drawn, quartered, burnt at the stake, spread on a dung heap, buried under this Christian place. Maybe not. Windows. Mystery of headless woman continues. Well, I know where a headless woman is. She's in Fife, and she was a cellist and classical musician. until a branch of a tree struck her. And apparently she was buried. You know, there's no news in here. Find the still place inside to hear the true voice of God. Christian Viewpoint by John Dempster, who's been writing for years. And I once wrote to them and I said, I would like to have from the non-Christian viewpoint. And they said, write it. And I haven't yet. I mean, that was probably about 10 years ago. They did print my letter. But I've been so busy praising God. I am God. You are God. We are God. Pets for sale. Don't talk to me about pets. Buzz. Light ears. Get it? Light ears. Missing. Missing, presumed dead. But you know, this is the same old crap. There's nothing about Marie Todd and her love of Nelson Mandela and his terrorism. And I think she loves the aliens. She's all for aliens coming in and taking over the Ross-shire. She's got an office in Dingwall with that Katie Forbes. They can't even speak English. She only speaks Hindustani or Gaelic. Scottish National Party. And Ian Black's, Black Sheep, Blackface, has got an office just along the road. He's another one. He walked out of Parliament and took all the gang with him. You know, it's what we've got to put up with, and there's no sign in the North Star of, oh, our MP walked out. Like he's paid to represent us. Instead, he just represents the Nazi party. And Marie Todd used to go about a couple of years ago with a police armed escort because she was frightened of the Joe Cox extravaganza, which, as we all know, if you read the documentary by Richard E. Hall, you know, that was all a hoax. But Marie Todd's not a politician. She never took any part in politics. And then suddenly she's knowledgeable enough to be a minister in the Scottish government. She knows about pharmacy and drugs, what's legal and what's not legal. All these people have died in vain here. They've died because they're carnivores. I'm a vegan. And they built this edifice, which the back wall arch has fallen down. And now the side wall is going to fall down. And it's going to fall down on tourist peasantry. Because they're coming in there and there's throngs. Lower. But ideally I should go into Dingwall, go to the library, print up the Marie Todd, oh I love Nelson Mandela bullshit, go round to the printing works of North Star and the Ross-shire Journal and shout, fake news, fake news, fake news.